Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Once again, it's 1JGW here for another great segment on how to launch a boat. If you watched part 1, we talked about boat prep, loading the vessel, and getting your engine ready. Now we're ready to launch. Let's go ahead and jump into this video and see how it goes. We're going to go ahead and get this sucker in and show you how it's done. Some of you might be wondering why I haven't undone my bow line yet. Well, what tends to happen at boat docks is some people get into a hurry, they want to launch their boat, they're all excited. A dog, a kid will run behind the boat and someone will say, hey, look out, and they'll slam the brakes, and then that boat will slide right off the trailer. So I've always made it a habit of waiting until the wheels are almost in the water. When I know we're down far enough, then I will go ahead and unhook the emergency bow line hook, as well as the one that is attached to the crank that cranks it up. So it looks like we're going to have to come a little bit more center because there is a smaller boat there. So I'm going to direct her to come over a little bit more. And I don't know if she sees that smaller boat, but it'd be easier for me to fire up the engine and come right on back. And what am I going to do today while I'm out here in Marina del Rey? Well, we're going to find a place to dock our boat overnight. We're going to stay the night, and we're going to do something kind of bougie today. We're going to take our boat and drive it over to Trader Joe's. So they've opened up a Trader Joe's that you can come right onto the docks with. So that's pretty cool. So we'll see how that goes. That'll be kind of fun. So she's coming over a little bit. I'm gonna give her some direction to just come straight down the middle, and then she should be fine. It looks good from there. Doing way better. All right. Hey, I just wanted you to move over to the center more because there's a little boat on the dock there. Yeah, so this is good. Just come right down the middle, and then I'll tell you when to stop. All right. Now, if I wanted to make this easy, I would have already unhooked this bow line and I would be in the vessel already, and then I would wait for her to get deep enough. I fire up the engine, make sure it's warmed up, and then I would just go ahead and back on out. But again, you never know what can happen, so I always keep it connected until we get close to the water. And I'll have her hold right there. And I'll tell you something else that I do. When I turn this crank here, I'm going to undo it 10 times. Well, I went 12 today, but I do that so that way when I hook the boat back up, it's already ready to go. Does that make sense? I can pull the slack out and then I can hook it up pretty easily, and then I just crank it back up without having to panic, and if it's a windy day, everything's trying to roll back out. So I can hook it up, crank it, and then be on our way. So this is where I guess I'm young enough to still do this kind of stuff, is I'm just going to climb in from the bow area and make sure I check my rope so it's not hanging. We don't want to run it over and get it caught in the prop. So I'm going to have her gently back the boat in the water a little bit, and we're going to get to a place where we stop, and then we'll be deep enough to kind of start the engine without taking off, because I don't want to go anywhere yet. I don't want to float away. What if the engine doesn't start? You know, so that's important. So now I know I'm deep enough. I'll let the outdrive down, probably about 75%. And then let's see if this engine will start with just one battery. I'm interested to see if that'll happen. Wow. And it did. It'll go. There we go. So I like that. That's good to know. So what I'm going to do now, though, is while it's warming up, the blower's still blowing, I'm going to switch it over to both batteries. Mind your step, you don't want to be in the water. So we go both 1 and 2 now. So we get a charge out of both. And I'm very excited to know that driving from a 2.5 hour trip, the battery is still strong enough to crank the engine. Now I won't play like that on the water. I will turn the refrigerator off and let it, whatever is cooling, you know, it'll stay cold in as long as I'm not opening and closing it all day long. I always close the hatch here because you never know, going backwards, if you slip, at least you have something to fall on instead of falling right out of the boat. So I'm going to let it get up to temperature a little bit. So we're looking, it's not at 100 yet. So we'll let it get to at least 125 or something like that. Oil pressure is good. Battery charge is good. I charged up all batteries pretty well the other night. So it sat for 2 days and did a slow charge. So should be good to go. The radio is working, and I have another handheld. So you always want to make sure you have your safety nets, which is communication. That's key. I do have flare guns, life jackets, which we will put on before we embark on our journey. A lot of people don't do that, but I do. Okay, I'm still waiting for this temperature to get up a little bit. So we'll get there in a moment. And I'll go ahead and turn the blower off. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and let it creep up a little bit more. And when you're backing down, make sure you know which way the wind is blowing. The wind is coming at me a little bit from coming from the west a little bit. So I'm going to back straight on up, and I will park probably on the other side of the dock, or maybe on this side, facing the other way, like I'm exiting. Okay, so we're ready to come on back. And here we go. And I usually gauge it by, there we go, right there should be good. Outdrive is going to go all the way down. And it's all the way down. I'll just do a little back up here, and I will just go very, very slow. Get myself back. You never need to be in a hurry. So, and if you ever panic, just go in neutral or shut your engine off. That's what I try and tell people. You don't want to make it worse by running somebody over or hitting their vessel. So kind of trying to account for the wind a little bit, get myself back. This guy had this is exact day cruiser that caught fire, ladies and gentlemen. Not the same one, but one just like it. All right, hey, how we doing? Trying to get there? I heard that. You guys be safe, man.
Nice boat, bro.
Hey, thank you, man. I wish I could help those guys. He's probably got it's obviously a fuel issue. So that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we do when you try to successfully launch your boat. So I'm going to hop off here on the dock in a second, and then see what's that?
He's like, look, this guy's mocking you.
Oh yeah.
Like you're doing those like ballet on the
right. Yeah. Yeah, help me out, bird. Take my rope.
You want a hand though? She'll grab your rope.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
further here.
And right here is good. Perfect, right here. And that's it. That's how we do it. right, you want me to show you a little trick? Oh, you got it? Yeah.
Some things I know you want me.
Yeah, and then what I do is I just, after you do that a couple times, I just twist it like this.
Oh, yeah, this is you go. This is more marine style.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's nice.
Now it won't go anywhere.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
they're doing like that usually, but this goes good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Of course.
Where are you guys from?
Like,
Originally?
I'm from Ukraine, he's from here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, girl from Russia.
All right, hello there.
And you are?
I'm from California. Yeah, I'm actually doing I did like a YouTube video on how to launch your boat.
Because I see
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So I'm just kind of talking through it and all that.
But your boat is like super maneuver, like super light.
Yeah, it
Whatever
is.
it does is like super easy.
It is. Well, that's about all the time we have for now. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a little bit from it. As I close out this segment on launching a boat, I'll leave you with a few sights and sounds from this particular trip to Marina del Rey. In my next video, I'll show you some of the beautiful and amazing bioluminescence that happened to be taking place while we went on a night cruise. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave any comments about what you'd like to see in future boating videos. Happy boating, everyone. Be safe.